Welcome everybody to my channel. I'm over here with Chris. Chris, pleasure to meet you. He's with Rane. We missed you guys last year.
Yes, we missed being here too.
We need you guys. We need you guys. But over here we have the Rane Performer. This is actually my first time actually seeing this in person. I know everyone's in love with the new MK device, but this is the first time this device, from my understanding, is at Namm, right? Is that correct?
That is correct. We announced this. We had a sneak peek. The Avila brothers, they used it at the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And so that was, we were actually out here, but we were out there at the same time. And so that was our focus last year, was just making sure all those things. It wasn't ready yet. You know, we released it during the summertime, so that's when the announcement took place, and it's done extremely well for us.
So what do you typically like about this controller, and what can you say about it?
Well, the Rane Performer is absolutely designed around, as the name states, the performance in mind. As we develop our various pieces of hardware, we do work with DJs around the world during the development process and look at ways we can improve the way you work with a unit. For example, as we developed the predecessor to this, the 4, we developed in conjunction with Serato the whole idea of stems and the way stems would work for a DJ. And so we allowed for a lot of different features on that unit that we were able to carry over here as we moved on to the motorized generation of this. Now, we made a bunch of other upgrades in the process of shifting over to the new design. So yes, we have 36 dedicated effects down the middle here that you can change to be what you want it to be. You can still use your Serato effects if you want to.
Are they inboard effects, or are they?
Absolutely, they're onboard effects.
Onboard, okay.
Onboard effects designed specifically around how you actually might use stems. And so maybe you want to take a vocal and change the key of the vocal in real time as you're trying to play the song, and not anything else on it. You can do that with this with our stem split feature. Our motorized splatter technology is actually quite advanced here. And we looked at some other products out there and looked at ways to improve it on the way that would work. And so on the design of the Performer, as you can see here, it's a magnetic base. There's no wrong way to put it down. And when you drop it down onto its location, where am I? Okay, there we go. Onto its location, you're able to, you don't have any kind of back and forth wobble or anything. There are a lot of thoughts were put into the design to make sure that it was right. We also include extra slip rings with it, so you can basically find your feel. That was the whole idea behind all of that. So it's a whole lot of fun to use this unit, and it's a whole lot of control too. So we have our built-in effects here. We introduced our precision feel faders with this unit. So if you feel the faders, you can actually adjust the tension of the fader. You can adjust it so you might have a nice tight attention if you're a club style DJ, but if you're a scratch DJ and you want to be really loose, you can also adjust that. You just pop off the plate, there's some adjustment screws underneath there, and you loosen it right up, just like the crossfader is here. We introduced the fact that we would have some tension adjust physically on the outside of the unit for the crossfader. So that's yet another new feature for us in the design of the
I've never seen that in a Rane mixer, from my understanding. So that's new to me.
Yeah, no, we introduced it on the 70.
Okay.
We introduced it on the 70, but from a controller perspective, it was the first time we had put it into a controller. So we thought that was also something very important in the situation. And then over here on the decks, we as you may be aware, when we released the 4, we released a new feature that's basically called Stem Split. And what Stem Split allows you to do is basically take a track that's playing, it deck doubles it to the layer below, so the same track is playing on both decks 2 and 4. That means that I can have a vocal only on channel 2 and the rest of the instruments only on channel 4. So I can adjust the levels, I can adjust the EQ, I can do an effect, I can do a filter, all those different things individually. It allows you to really remix what's going on. Everything is locked together unless you unlock it. So you can also go in here and say I'm on deck 2 and deck 4, and I turn on slip mode on deck 2 when I'm and just the vocals on deck 2. So I can scratch the vocal while the beat keeps on going on underneath. Give me another layer of creativity in the world. So the Rane Performer, it came out this past year. It's done extremely well for us, and it is by far, we believe, the best controller in the marketplace right now.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. You're blowing my mind with the stem split and like being able to turn up the vocal or turn down instrumental and even turn up the bass on it. That's wild to me. Yeah, this is the first time I've actually seen this, like I said, and I'm pretty amazed by it, and I love the build. You guys always build things very strong.
Our build quality is always steel. I mean, that is the Rane way. So you have a basically steel chassis that's going underneath here. It's a U-shape, but it's quite well built. You won't have any, if you pinch it or anything like that, you won't hear any creaks or pops or anything like that. It's a very, very well built piece of hardware.
That's awesome.